Yo, what is going on, Raidernation? It's your boy Small Raider back with another video. And if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders and you with your boy Small Raider one time, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Let's not waste any more time and let's cue the intro.
And you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Now I know you guys read the title of this video, and yes, I am going to talk about John Brown. But first, I'm going to give you guys some important dates, important Raider dates that you should mark down on your calendars for these next couple of weeks. On July 27th, the Raiders will be back at Intermountain Healthcare Performance Center in Henderson for the start of training camp. August 14th will be the first week of preseason versus the Seattle Sea Chickens at Allegiant Stadium. August 17th will be the first official roster cuts down to 85 players. August 21st will be the second week of preseason versus the LA Lambs and LA at SoFi Stadium. August 24th will be the second set of roster cuts down to 80 players. August 29th will be the last preseason game at San Francisco against the 49ers at Levi Stadium. And August 31st will be the final roster cut from 80 players down to 53 players. And then, as you guys already know, September 13th will be week 1, the first official week for the Las Vegas Raiders versus Baltimore Ravens Monday Night Football matchup, where the Raiders are going to end up taking that W. So hopefully you guys jotted all those important dates down in your lovely little notebook. If you didn't, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now let's talk about John Brown. I don't know what it is about that number 15 that really catches Derek Carr's eye. But, you know, you go back to 2015, the year 2015, when the Raiders went out and signed veteran wide receiver Michael Crabtree to come over to the dark side. This dude came over and built that rapport with Derek Carr since day one, and he was our #1 wide receivers for 3 straight years. Even when we went out and drafted a guy like Amari Cooper in the draft, Michael Crabtree was still our #1 wide receiver. You know, he racked up 232 receptions, 2,543 yards, and 25 touchdowns. Now, if you think about it, Michael Crabtree has had so many iconic and clutch plays with Derek Carr, man. He was Derek Carr's first #1 wide receiver, I would have to say. I mean, who could forget about that Kansas City Chiefs game on Thursday Night Football when Derek Carr had 5 different chances with 0 seconds on the clock, and he found Michael Crabtree at the corner of the end zone. Woo-wee!
My neck and my back.
And then you fast forward to 2020 when the Raiders go out and get Nelson Agholor last year. Obviously, he went out and rocked that number 15, and he came out of nowhere, started balling out, had the best season of his career with Derek Carr. Ended up being our #1 wide receiver last season when all of us thought Henry Ruggs or Brian Edwards were going to be that guy. No, Nelson Agholor stepped up to the plate and became our #1 wide receiver, racking up 48 receptions, 896 yards, and 8 touchdowns. But as you guys know, he went out to New England to chase the money. I can't knock him for that. To really see, you know, everybody writing off Nelson Agholor, and then he ended up going from a $1 million wide receiver to a $12 million wide receiver in just 1 year, goes to show to you, if Derek Carr builds that rapport with you and you become the #1 wide receiver on this team, good things are going to happen. Now you fast forward to this offseason, the Raiders have a new wide receiver donning the silver and black and that sacred number 15. We went out and signed John Brown. Now, just like Agholor last year, no one is expecting much from Brown, especially coming off of an injury. But if there's one thing that we've learned, is never count out the underdog. You look at last year, like I said, Nelson Agholor came in as an underdog, balled out. Devontae Booker came in as a running back 3, running back 2, and he ended up showing up for this team in many different ways. So John Brown is just another guy that I feel like can break that mold and, you know, can show out this year. And you think about it, the Raiders got a huge steal signing John Brown to only a 1-year, $3.75 million contract. I do think that Brown is a really underrated wide receiver, and when he's 100%, this guy can go. Brown is, in many ways, just like Nelson Agholor. He has elite speed and ability to create separation deep down the field, which is a huge asset to Derek Carr in this offense. I mean, Derek Carr had a lot of nice things to say about John Brown, and he seems really excited to have him on the team, saying he's an awesome person and great teammate. Reminds me a lot of Nelson Agholor. Very fast, very smart, works hard, but he's a great person just like Nelly. I think that they are very similar players. Sad to lose Nelly, love him and wish him the best, but Love the guy so much. Happy to get Smoke here. Love that guy. Great relationship with him already. And when you ask John Brown, he feels the same exact way with his new quarterback, showing him some love, saying, the thing that stood out to me, first and foremost, is he's a man of God, and that's one thing I definitely respect about him, and that's what I love. But just his work ethic and the things that he continued to do for this offense, he's just a great person all around, and he's a veteran quarterback. I had a few veteran quarterbacks in my time, and I know how to work with those guys, and it's gonna be fun. Now, ironically, for John Brown, his debut game is gonna be against his former team, the Baltimore Ravens. So, I mean, I know this dude's ready to go out there and show the whole league, as well as the Baltimore Ravens, that this dude, John Brown, can still go. Now, I do expect John Brown to make a big impact on this team and play a huge role on our offense. But as far as saying that he's going to be our number one receiver, put him on that pedestal to say that he's going to break out as our number one wide receiver, I don't see that. But again, like I said, he is going to be a solid player in this offense. We got a lot of solid weapons for Derek Carr, and the player that we had in Nelson Aguilar last year, letting him go to the Patriots, we brought in a replacement that is just as good, maybe even better than Nelson Aguilar. So I'm really pumped up to see what John Brown can do in this offense. Now, the reason why I don't see him as our number one, because I do see guys like Bryan Edwards or Henry Ruggs. You know, Henry Ruggs is my guy. To take that next step and be our number one wide receiver. Other than Darren Waller, we know that Darren Waller is our number one wide receiver disguised as a tight end. But as far as wide receiver, who's going to take that next step to take Nelson Aguilar's role? I honestly think it's going to be Henry Ruggs, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Now, Brown has played for 3 different teams, but only had 2 1,000-yard seasons. Could this be the season where he has that third 1,000-yard season? Who knows? My stat prediction for him, I don't have him going for 1,000 yards this season, but I do have Brown going for 45 receptions, 725 yards, and 5 touchdowns. To me, that's still an impressive stat line, and that means that he's going to still play a key role on this offense. Now, he has been working with Derek Carr, building that rapport over the offseason, so that's one thing that I really like seeing from it ever since he signed with this team. And you know Derek Carr, whoever comes to this team, he's going to want to try to find some time to work out with them and just to see him out there this past offseason and mini camp, training camp, whatever. It's good to see that they've already kind of clicked, and hopefully we could see that same success on the field. So Raider Nation, do you guys agree or disagree with me? Do you guys think that John Brown can be our number one wide receiver in this offense or not? And what is your stat prediction for John Brown this upcoming season? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button. Again, if this is the first time you're coming across my channel, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy, Simone Raider, and your boy is, yeah.